Ashley here at Talking Books with Ashley to talk about true crime books. I love true crime, just as every other single person I know does. And I don't watch all the documentaries now. I've seen most of them that have gotten big, but I don't obsess over the documentaries because I like books. So I always focus on reading books, and I've decided to try to read a true crime book a month and then discuss it. And True Crime Monthly, I guess, is what I'm going to call it. We'll see. I picked this up, Say Nothing, a true story of murder and memory in Northern Ireland, thinking it was a true crime book about murder, because it's like in the title, but it's so much more. In December 1972, Jean McConneville, a 38-year-old mother of 10, now this is 1972 in Ireland, most people, well, not most people, they were Catholic, didn't believe in birth control, so that's how you get 10 babies, was dragged from her Belfast home by masked intruders, her children clinging to her legs. They never saw her again. I thought this was going to be about her murder. It actually is about a time in history in Ireland called the Troubles. Now, I was born in 1990. I'm about to turn I don't want to say it. In December I turn 30. And so I don't remember any of this. On top of the fact I'm American. Am I dropping in and out of focus? I'm American, so I had never, aside of hearing about the IRA and like history, which is never, I'd never known any of this. So I found this really interesting. I'm the type of person who would read their history textbook in school, and then as an adult I'm the same. This is not going to be for everybody because it's kind of like reading. It's thick, the pages are long, the pages are super thin. It's kind of like reading a history textbook of Ireland during the Troubles. The Troubles were a fight between Ireland and the British, or I guess the UK, I don't know, to release them from the Ireland, or the British Empire, trying to gain their freedom. Britain does not count this as a war. It's not a war to them. It was the Troubles. That's why it's called that. But in Ireland, it was so much more, and they dictated it a war because there was bombs, there was deaths, there was people went to prison. There was so much involved in this that you couldn't really, like, it was dangerous to go to the supermarket. That's one of the things about this that most people probably don't realize. The danger that Ireland was in the 70s, 80s, and I think it kind of ended in the 90s. Some of the main players in the IRA are in the government still in Ireland, or not, so I don't think he is anymore. But the idea was he has always been part of the IRA. Jerry Adams is his name, I believe. But he denies ever being in the IRA. So, but according to this, he was. Ireland doesn't have a president, but from what I understand, he played the role of like a president in Ireland. I cannot say that word, and I do not want to butcher it. So, Jean McConneville was mother of 10, poor. She was a widow. Her husband was dead. Was not part of the IRA. So why did she end up murdered in Ireland in 1972, or disappeared? That's what they're called, is the disappeared. She the IRA believed she was a spy. She told information about the IRA to the British, which were enemies, and they disappeared her. This is the story of the people involved in that. I'm trying to find some of their pictures so I can show you what the Price sisters, that's two of them, went to prison for bombing the English court building. In the 80s, they bombed in London. Like, they set bombs and car bombs, and people were hurt. Hughes, one of the pictures I just showed you, he was a major player. He was put in jail for war crimes, but not for war crimes, for terrorism, because technically the IRA is like that. The British people didn't see the IRA as anything but bad enemies and terrorists, because to them Ireland is part of, or Northern Ireland is part of the UK, so they should not have been considered war crimes. There was hunger strikes. There was so much in this. I believe they said at the end of this there was 16 people that the IRA disappeared. Dolores Price was one of the women who would pick people up, drive them into the middle of nowhere where a group of men would then murder them. This was just so much. And if you love history, I would really recommend this. Here is Marion and Dolores Price in prison during their hunger strikes. If you want to know more about the Troubles during Ireland, I would really recommend this. This is heavily researched. This is very detailed. This has so much to it, and I couldn't even go in and explain even little pieces of this and break it all down for you, because I don't know. Anything I get wrong is on me. It's not due to this. It's not due to actual history or my Googling after the fact, because I was so fascinated. I really recommend it if you love murder stories. I don't love murder stories, but I'm fascinated with true crime. And I didn't know I was going to get so much more out of this than just a true crime murder story. I didn't know when I picked it up that I would be in 1972 in Ireland. It transported you there. The details. And it went through the 90s when they signed peace agreements and agreed to put down arms and buried and destroyed their weapons. I believe actually that happened in the late 2000s. I mean, in 2000s I was alive, but I was American, a teenager, and we had our own issues, 2001. But if you think you would like this, I really recommend it. It's fascinating. That's all I have for you today. Please like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate all y'all watching. And if you have any opinions, if you have any more books like this that you would like me to read or think I would like, please let me know in the comments down below. I always try to comment, and I appreciate y'all, and thank you, and I will see y'all later. Bye.